First off, congratulations to Kendall for making All NBA.
Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Somebody got congratulations.
Yeah, definitely congratulations. I have no quarrels about it. My biggest thing that I wanted to talk about was Klay Thompson. Because when Klay Thompson found out that he didn't make the All NBA team, if you look at the interview, like he rolled his eyes when
his eyes came with
when they mentioned Kimber, and a lot of fuss has been made about that, especially in the Hornets fan base. Me personally, I didn't take it as Klay was throwing shade at Kimber. I think he was more so upset that he didn't make it because of his body of work, right. And a lot of people have pointed to the fact that Klay Thompson, he's had a down year, statistically speaking. But even in his down year, he still shot 40% from the three. He still had a pretty doggone good season. Now, if you want to look at guards, if you want to throw Klay in there and take a guard, personally, I don't think Kyrie should have made All NBA. He made second team.
He certainly should have made second team.
I don't think he. And you know what? I'm actually jumping all over. Let me put on the conspiracy hat. Matter of fact, let me put on the conspiracy hat. Okay. How about this? You know how we believe that the NBA has it out for Charlotte because they still hate Jordan from his playing days, right?
Right.
How about this? The NBA really didn't want Kemba Walker to make All NBA. But they gave him All NBA to put Charlotte in this financial position because they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. And no matter what happens, we're still going to be stuck in perpetual mediocrity, at least for the next 2 or 3 years. In which case, Kemba will actually be on the back end of that contract, and we'll be talking about an overpaid Kemba Walker possibly.
All right, I'm going to poke a hole in that theory. Not to say that it's unfounded in any way, shape, or form, but I'm going to poke a hole in that theory. The one thing I would kind of argue against is that the NBA, because we know the national media, the journalists, TV, everybody would prefer to see Kemba Walker play in a bigger market. So all the people who voted for that, more than likely, in their best interest, wouldn't want to put Kemba Walker on any All-NBA team because that means he wouldn't have to get the Supermax. More teams could pay him under the Supermax. The 170?
I'd say 141 million.
141 million as opposed to what he could get now. So I'll poke a hole in that theory. Another thing that I want to get at that I do want to discuss as far as Kyrie Irving being on the second team. These All-NBA awards are for that particular year. They are not legacy awards. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I truly believe Kyrie made it based off his work previous to this season. And that is not, that's just not the way it's supposed to work.
And I think that might be why Klay Thompson had some beef with not being a selection.
Right,
because other players were getting in just because of who they were.
Right.
And he did not.
And he did make it a point to mention that, he's going to his 5th straight NBA finals. So look at my body of work.
Right.
So
again, that doesn't matter. Now with that being said, I would put Klay on one of those teams before I would put Kyrie on.
Agreed.
Even this year, in a down year, I would have done that.
Yeah.
I felt like Kyrie Irving destroyed a potentially great.
I believe that.
I agree. I agree.
Just because he wanted to be that guy, and then he found out he's not built, which is always the argument in the Hornets group about Kyrie versus Kemba.
Right.
Kyrie can't be that guy. I understand he came up clutch in the 2016 finals, but if honestly, they don't win that without LeBron. Let's be honest. They're not even there without LeBron.
And
James.
There's a saying that I think fits Kyrie perfectly. You got what you wanted, but you lost what you had.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And I think that fits him perfectly.
Because we're not going to spend all day talking about the Celtics.
No.
But if you look at that roster, and you only get that out of that roster,
and they made the ECF without you.
Without him, yeah.